Hey guys, I wanted to address some of the concerns on my recent video that I uploaded yesterday. It's been brought to my attention that what I always called ground ivy, other people know as henbit. There is another plant called ground ivy that I've always just called creeping Charlie. The plant that I have called henbit, other people know as purple dead nettle. So this has created a lot of confusion, and I really want to apologize for that. Normally, I include the Latin names in my videos, and yesterday that completely slipped my mind while I was editing that. So, I want to take this as a learning opportunity for everybody that common names can be very tricky and very confusing. What I know something as, you may not know it as, and vice versa. What I have always called henbit, I will put a picture of right here. That is Lamium purpureum. The video that I did yesterday, which I've always called that plant ground ivy, most people know as henbit, or by its Latin name, Lamium a something. I'll put it up there because I cannot pronounce that. All right. So I want to use this as a learning opportunity that common names can be tricky, and I'm really sorry for any confusion that I caused by basically my negligence on this issue. So to help clear that up, I'm going to re-upload that video using henbit, and I'm going to include the Latin name in the video as well. And hopefully that'll clear up all of the confusion about this. Again, I really apologize sincerely for that. I can see why that would throw people off. It was an honest mistake. I've just always known that plant as ground ivy. What other people know as ground ivy, I've always just called creeping Charlie. So you can see there's a lot of overlap here, which can really make it confusing, and I should have used the Latin name. And again, I apologize for my negligence while editing by not including that. It slipped my mind completely. That's not an excuse, but it slipped my mind completely. It was a busy day yesterday, and I regret doing that. I really do, because it gave people the wrong impression, and it could continue to give me the wrong impression down the road, or give other people the wrong impression of me down the road. So earlier this morning, I set that video to unlisted and demonetized it, so that video won't continue to get views and bring in ad revenue. I'm going to re-upload it with a disclaimer towards the front of the video, at the very beginning of the video, and I'm going to recorrect, the word henbit. I'm going to change ground ivy to henbit and add the Latin name, so that should clear up all of the confusion. That video should be up sometime later today, so we'll see. I don't know, guys. I really apologize for that, and I'm sorry for any confusion that it caused. I wanted to address this, and I wanted to get this out there as soon as possible, because with this subject, it is important to be thorough. It is important to be accurate. So let's use this as a learning opportunity to make sure that we always double check and cross-reference what we're looking at. I try to make sure it's adamant that people don't just take my word for anything or other people's words for anything 100%, because we are all humans and we all make mistakes sometimes. It was an honest mistake. It doesn't excuse it, but it was an honest mistake, and I wanted to correct it and get this out here as soon as possible. So, what I have always called henbit is this plant, or Lamium purpureum. The video I did yesterday that I call ground ivy, that plant is Lamium a something right here. I see why there's a lot of confusion there. Ground ivy, as it's also known, which looks like this. You can see the confusion that this creates. So I wanted to clarify that, and I apologize for my confusion and my negligence while editing. So I thank you guys for watching that video. I thank you guys for commenting and pointing out the other common name that apparently is a lot more frequently used. I just was not aware of that. I've always known that plant my whole life as ground ivy, so that's just what I've called it. Again, I apologize. Hopefully that video will be up sometime in the next 3 or 4 hours. And Yeah, that's going to be that.